But so like in Malaysia, they're like, where are you from? And I'm like, Iran. They're like, oh, assalamualaikum or whatever. I'm like, sorry, like I don't understand what you're saying. I'm an Iranian. I'm not an Arab. Like it's Farsi, like it's a different language. But so I say that to them. They're like, but aren't you Muslim? I'm like, okay, sure. Like I'm not gonna argue with you whether like I am what my religious beliefs are.
Yeah, but religion and language are not always the same.
It's like just because of that, like they taught us Arabic, but I failed Arabic a couple of times. I had to take personal classes.
Arab.
I don't know no Arab language, man. But like here, if they ask you where you're from, I just say Berwick, and they say okay, because like technically that what it means. That's like right, a lot of times you say I'm from this planet Earth. But it's good because like especially with my accent, I had a lot of times where like, oh, you sound like an American, you're like a Canadian, or like so a lot of the interesting thing is like they see me and we talk, and I tell you, they ask me where I'm from, and I'm like, where do you think? So like people different responses, right?
Sweat.
I tell you, no, like so all these different responses. Literally, I've been heard like French, I'm French, American, Canadian, Russian, Pakistani, Iranian, Arab. Yeah, that's it, I think. So that's like
a few.
7 different ethnicities, countries, or like I'm an international baby.
Well, that's why people ask, you know.
and so I ask them, so it's like different perceptions. So they see me as an Arab, they see me as a Pakistani, they see me as an Iranian, they see me as an American, they see me as a Canadian. That's interesting, right? So it just shows you what they see
based on their personal experiences.
Yeah,
and that's my point. This is why I think travel is so important. You know, it's the best form of education, I believe. You know, going to a particular place and learning about the food, the culture, the history, the people, the religion. You know, it indirectly creates more compassionate people, I think.
Compassion, yeah.
So a lot of ignorant people or arrogant people I personally come across, I believe, I find that they don't expand their horizons. You know, a lot of times they just stay in the one town or the one state. They've never been to the next state, let alone another country, or experience or immerse in another way of thinking, you know.
Yeah, sure, and that's fine. Like for them, if they're happy in the like, there's so many different circumstances. They just might not get that kind of opportunity or something. Some people are content where they are.
Content, yeah.
Some people do like I've seen people who yearn for travel, but for some reason they can't. Not because of the pandemic. Before the pandemic, even I had a classmate ages ago. She was like, hey, like, you know, she had she was married and had a couple of kids, and she was like, hey, I haven't been outside of Victoria, like, you know, and I always wanted to go to New Zealand or like to Sydney. I'd never been, like, and they were like 30s, in their 30s, 40s. So I'm like that. So like they want
be a reason to. Why they haven't.
They seems like they want to. Yeah,
it's the unknown. There's so many. Many. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
How do I go about doing?
Sure, but for me, I never like 100%. There's so many things at play. So for me, I don't get into it. Like, hey, oh, that person didn't go. Why aren't they going? I'm not even asking those questions. That's fine. There must be a reason. There must be a reason. If it's my personal opinion, I do wish them to end up going because they told me that they're yearning for it.
Yep, that's one thing. Yeah.
But some people, like, they don't even want to.
Yeah.
And that's fine as well. But then also you got what, like ignorance and apathy, is it? So it's like, but that has nothing to do with travel or whatever, but like it just resonates with me on like how people, like how things become related. It's like sometimes like, hey, something is happening in the world, like, oh, I don't care. So it's like you not wanting to educate yourself on something,
which is fine.
Yeah, well two different things. Like one is you don't have that knowledge or that education or that awareness, One is not having it. The second one, not wanting to get there. All forms are obviously fine, but like this is just how it is. These are like, this is not my opinion. This is like literally facts. Some people are like, I don't want to, or
Yeah.
I don't know, and I don't want to.